Hello brothers and welcome back to another video. So I have returned from my crusade from Inwit and it's been a success. I have officially got Rogaldorn's blessing and it was an amazing trip. One thing did happen, I absolutely wrecked my back. Everyone was out sledding, having some fun time, so I thought I would try and one-up everyone. I basically thought I was Legolas from Lord of the Rings, the image in the background, they explain it all. I thought, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to jump on a sled and I'm going to try and go down it on my feet and just be the most badass person there ever was on the slope. And it more or less turned into this. Oh, no. But that aside, it was a great trip, and I really enjoyed it. Right, now I've got a lot of catching up to do, so let's jump in, let's go through some of the things that have come out while I was away, and let's just talk about it and just see what it's all about. So let's jump in, and let's get started. And as you can see, what we're going to start with was the image in the background. The brand new Horus Heresy Blood Angels, Death from the Skies, as the title says over on the Warhammer community page. So these are called Dawnbreaker cohorts, and it says they're the vanguard of the Blood Angels' legendary assaults. They're the first warriors to make planetfall. On Friday the 13th, they're going to make the Traitor Legions very unlucky. They're actually already out now, by the way, because of course I've been away. And these are £55 for all of these. I'm not really into the Horus Heresy at the moment, but I am slowly getting dragged back into it because a lot of my friends are starting to pick up the game again, and I actually do have a Horus Heresy force in the image of my Custodes. I can actually play them in both 40k and 30k because everything that the Custodes had in 30k is available in 40k. There's one or two which you can't really play with, but I can always say, hey, that's that unit, that's this unit, and that is a jet bike, and what else is it? The Terminator armor for 40k, but I can always say that's the 30k Terminator armor, and those jet bikes are the 30k jet bikes. You know, my friends are not that much of like assholes, although they'll just disagree with that. But with these models, I really like them. I think they're really awesome. This is what I like when it comes to adding character to chapters, and this is what I would hope for more in the Primaris range, that we had this kind of incentive, this kind of personality added to them, because they are a bit bland at the moment. And of course with the Horus Heresy as well, you can really go balls out because anything could happen back then. They had all the technology and stuff like that, so this is why you're actually seeing these type of units. I love the little wrist mounted hand cannons. I love that some of them have got like spear, well, they've all got spear swords and stuff, but one's got a longer spear sword. No, he hasn't. He's just holding it at the base instead of holding it right at the top of the spear. But yeah, I like the weapons, spear swords or halberds or whatever you want to call them. I really like him. And of course with the jump packs and stuff, is that old kind of Mark jump pack, which I still think is the best looking jump pack. I really wish that they had these still in 40k, because the 40k ones, I don't know why, they just look too streamlined, and I like these big massive bloody engines like wind turbines just sticking out the side, just roaring with that much power just to lift you off the ground. And talk about lifting off the ground as well, part of this image is that they're on, well, it seems to be, they seem to be on the new flight stands, and this is one of the things I cannot stand with these new models on flight stands, is that GW have designed these flight stands. People who know will know about this, like they bend up and stuff, but I always find that they always break off. Yeah, you'll probably say, well, use this kind of glue, use that kind of glue, but I've used every type of glue, and every time it's so flimsy, it just breaks off, and it really frustrates me. From now on, I don't use them at all. I either glue them to the base, like a nice scenic base, like they're like stepping off some concrete or something like that, or I get some metal rod, I drill a hole, and I use that as a flight stand instead, because I just hate them. I really do dislike them flight stands. I am really glad that the Horus Heresy is getting way more attention now. And there was a certain stage where it was just quiet on all fronts, weren't it, for the Horus Heresy? And it was just is the Horus Heresy still going? But it looks like they're kicking the gears up and they are getting back into it. The next book, which is going to be featuring the Night Lords and the Dark Angels, I'm really looking forward to that. I cannot wait to see the last couple of Primarch models now. It's Jagatai Khan and the Lion, I think. I think that's the only two that haven't got it. If I had to pick one, I love my boy Jagatai to death, but I really want to see the lions. Hopefully he's got that badass mustache that I've seen him like on the new book covers and stuff like that, because if they're designing him like that from the art piece, they must have seen the model and they must have said, all right, he's definitely having a beard, so it'd be really, really cool to actually see another Primarch with a beard. But there we go. Blood Angels fans, you have some new jump slot guys for the Horus Heresy. Maybe, you know, fingers crossed they'll get some 40k rules and we can deploy them in that era. I won't count it though, but hey, nice to have new models and nice to have new Legion type models as well. I'm actually kind of lucky, really, because for those of you who don't know, every time I go away, something big happens, like in the 40k community. Actually, something did really big happen in the 40k community while I was away. But it wasn't official, though. It was the Astartes channel got brought back. I did a video of that and stuff because I was getting absolutely bombarded with messages about, hey, Varrock Astartes is back. So I had to do a video while I was away on the balcony. My girlfriend's like, why are you going out and doing a video? I was like, I have to. My inbox is filling up. People are trying to make me aware that Astartes is back, and I already know. So I had to put out that video to make sure that you guys know that I know. So, but yeah, that was probably the biggest thing that happened while I was away. There's this thing as well, which I absolutely love. I think it's like, I know these are more like little collector's models. You can't really play them and stuff like that. But I think this is the most funnest White Dwarf model I've seen in a couple of years. Like they've all been, you know, nicely themed and stuff, but I absolutely love this one the best. Of course, this model is always going to be exclusive model, and it says here the Tech Priest Grombrindal will be available. Will be available exclusively with the Warhammer Game Shop Workshop stores, starting right after Christmas between Thursday the 26th and Sunday the 29th. Am I going to go out and buy one? Probably not. I'd probably just get one off eBay or something like that if I really want to pay. Again, you can't really use them in games that much, so it's not really one of these things I desperately need to get to make my collection. One thing I have to say about this, though, and it really fires me up deep inside, is that, God damn it, GW, can you just already make squats just a race already? Look, right, Forge World have some squat models. They look fantastic. This guy is basically a squat to me. That's what I'm going to call him. It's just a squat. That's all he is. Imagine a full squat race designed like this. I know it's kind of tech priest because it's, you know, Mars and stuff like that, but that kind of like model, the scale of it, oh my holy emperor, it would be absolutely glorious if squats were like a secret kind of release that would be happening sometime in 2020. Really, there's enough fandom behind it. I'm behind it. Everyone else is behind it. I'm sure if you did it, do you know what? I'm gonna go out on a win here and say it. If they did a squat full-on race like what they've done with the Sisters redesign, I'm gonna say that it would be twice as big as the Sister launch. Twice as big. And from GW's own mouths, the Sister launch was one of the biggest launches they've ever had. That's why there was so much chaos around starter sets being sold out in seconds and stuff, because everyone bloody wanted one and stuff like that. And I would say that this bloody release, if they did the squats, would just dwarf that of the Sister. So come on, GW, just do it. Do it for us fans. We all want it. We know you secretly want it as well. And we love him. Everyone loves a good squatting. And that's really it for the news, to be completely fair. Personal stuff from me, I've got to say that for those of you who don't know, I have trumped into a new game, and that game is Middle-earth. I am branching out from 40k when I do my tabletoping, and I'm going to be doing more content regarding Middle-earth stuff. But when I say more content, you know, like when I do like my video uploads for like my armies and stuff like that, very, very soon will be a Middle-earth one, which will feature the undead, Aragorn, Gimli, Legolas, all that kind of stuff. I'm trying to make like a kind of like themed, you know me, I always make narrative armies, so I try and want to do like the three hunters leading the army of the undead, you know, on the Pelennor fields and stuff like that. I'm a massive Lord of the Rings fan, for those of you who don't know. For me, my fandom is Warhammer 40,000, Lord of the Rings, and then Star Wars. But Star Wars has fell off recently, but The Mandalorian has just lifted me back up because, my God, I want Baby Yoda in my hands so much. But yeah, I absolutely love that show. Now, I think you're all aware about this, but the biggest news that we're going to get, I personally think, for 40k this month is on the 25th, which is, of course, the exclusive preview kind of thing they're going to be showing off for the next Psychic Awakening book. Fingers crossed they show off, like, or tease maybe, like, the next big character. I think, if anything, it will be a tease for the next character, and it won't actually be the next character, but I would love to be proved wrong. There's a lot of theories at the moment what it could be. You know, this one's going to be Grey Knights, 1,000 Suns, and Dark Angels. Is it going to be a new Azrael? Is it going to be a new Grey Knight model? I know a lot of people are like, how dare you, Varak, say that Grey Knights have had no new models. I was just explaining that they technically got a new model with the Gathering Storm, which was, what, 3 years ago? So they've had more newer models than Dark Angels. Don't argue with me about the Primaris Lieutenant for the Dark Angels. That doesn't really count. I'm on about character models. So this is why I'm thinking, personally, it's going to be do something, you know, with the Dark Angels. But again, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Hopefully, every bloody army in that book gets a new model. Here we go. That's fun for everyone involved. New Azrael, new Grey Knight character, new 1,000 Bloody Sun character, and then we're all happy as chappies at the end of the day. Right, that is me done for another video. I've been waffling on enough. I'm back. I've been doing more videos throughout the week. As always, keep you updated and informed with everything that is going on in the 40k community. I'll be streaming more, doing some more games and stuff like that. I think what I'm going to be doing at Christmas, I'm just waiting back from Richard to see if it's okay, is that I would like to do a little watch party. You know, like everyone always goes on about doing, you know, oh, this Christmas film and stuff like that. Let's watch Die Hard. Let's watch this. Well, I want to watch Hell's Reach. I want to turn Hell's Reach into the official 40k film. So we can all just watch Grombrindal just smash orcs and stuff over Christmas period and sing Jingle Bells and stuff like that. So that's what I'm going to be trying to do. I'm just waiting to see if it's okay from Richard, because the last thing I'm going to be doing is showing off his content without his permission. I'm not one of those kind of people. Right, that is me done, as I've just stated. I just waffled on. Thank you for coming. Thank you for watching. Leave your thoughts, feedbacks, anything like that in the comment section. Don't worry, my back is slowly getting back to 100%. And when it is, I'll attempt the shield slide one more time. I will not be defeated by the snow. I am a son of Rogodorn. We do not know defeat. See you in a bit. Have a great day. And if I don't speak to you, have a great Christmas and, you know, New Year and stuff like that. See you now, and bye-bye.